to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Buffalo Bills and the New England Patriots. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. They'll run on first down. Taylor. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
King now to throw on third down. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10.
10 Lobo.
Mike 58, right there. Let's go, D.
80 weapon. Look at me. Door.
Switch.
Buzz.
58's the mic. 58's the mic.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. Topper.
Sony Michel, his first carry. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh.
You.
Rocket.
Check.
Hey, Alpha.
From the gun, Herbert. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
I smell fear in that offense.
Mike's 50. Watch the run.
Big River.
Operating from the gun, Herbert. A ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, pick your game up. Under 10.
Go.
They'll run out of the gun with Michel. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
You go 6'6", pull it high. Get it.
On the toss, here's Michelle.
Go, run.
And down inside the 15 he goes. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successul.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. And now a fumble. The ball's out. Now this is picked up by the Bills. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. Oh, backbreaker. That'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again. Just like last week, each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Check safety. Out. Hey, lock it. Go.
On second down, Michelle. And now look at him go. He's at the 40. Past the 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now King off the bootleg. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense as that fell harmlessly to the ground. Here's King on third down. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
The Bills send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Let's go.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
At the 24-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5.
Hey, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Check, go.
Check 99. Check. Check hot route. Hot, hot. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
Ready.
They'll run it. This is Michelle. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there. First down. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. On the ground, this is Michelle. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
Sponge, sponge, sponge. No, no, no.
General West.
50. Come on. Come on, D. Kill, 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 kill. Hey, turn it up, turn it up.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Come on, set. 10-2 soft.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. Mike 50, Mike 50.
Looking to throw on second down. Herbert finds his tight end Ingram. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Evan Ingram, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Let's go.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all. And let's face it, every facility we visit, Everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. They run with Taylor. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. After one, 14-6 our score on EA Sports. The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2. They're up against a 3rd and 2 to start things out. Now a give, right side. Taylor. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
On first down, it's Taylor, and he'll be stopped right at midfield. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Here we go. Let's game. No gain on this. Here we go.
They'll run on first down. It's Grant. Through an opening, and there he goes. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Corey Grant, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And now Sean McDermott's made the call. They'll go for 2. They'll try and run it here. And he's not going to get there. So they come up empty on the 2-point conversion, and they are unable to tie up this football game. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the table and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. Got a man open. That's Harry. 11 yards there. A first down.
Here we go.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Back to throw. Herbert steps away to his left. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open?
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Hey, watch it.
On first down, Taylor. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
On second down, it's Taylor. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
On third down, King. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack.
Was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
The Bills send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Undercrush. Ready? 5.
On second down now, Michelle takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run.
Set 60 Pittsburgh. Quit talking about it and bring it. Hit it.
On 3rd and 2, Herbert looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Returnable for Grant. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
What we got?
On second down, it's Taylor. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone. What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
6 guys, check 6.
From the gun, they run with Michelle. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Set. 15 line. 15 line.
Here we go. Alert flare, alert flare.
Greystone travel. Ready.
On 3rd and 2, Herbert. And able to find Dorsett. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
I'm coming.
Now a first down carry for Harris. Oh, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
First down and 10.
Ready. 2 on the base. 52.
We own it.
They'll run on first down. Grant. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
2nd and 11 at the 31-yard line.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. Oh, that was never on target. It's no good. Wide to the right. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
Ready.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Check. Crouch.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Again, it's Michelle. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Down, 60 yards. Bam.
Watch the eye.
Hey, Foxtrot.
58, boys. 58. 58. It's Mike. I got one. 58. Right over there. Yeah.
Big grip.
To throw on 3rd down. Herbert. Forced out to his left. And the ball is knocked out. Now this is picked up by the Bills. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Trailing here in the second half, went for the aggressive play, got a little too aggressive.
You've got to know when to pull up, or if you're going to go for it, how to take your body across a punter's body and not into him. Not a good play at all.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. That first down completion only netted them 3. 2nd and 7.
Check 50.
On the ground, Michel. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Ready. 10-2 saw.
Watch the run. Watch the...
Hey, zoom.
58, boys. 58. 58. It's Mike. It's been a long day for you. 58. Right over there. Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58. Right there. Watch the run. Watch the run.
5.
Looking to throw. Herbert under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Yeah, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Now a give, right side. Taylor. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 7 yards there and a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
King on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Check 24. Check 24.
This is Grant. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 4-yard line.
Set. 90 Wolf. X3. 218 Chopper.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Tighten up, tighten up. Pull it together.
Smooth.
58's the Mike.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. N'Keal Harry was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down.
Hey.
Go.
Moving. He's moving, boys. He's moving.
Go.
And they will not get the snap off here. This is going to back them up halfway. They were already backed up. Now they're backed up further.
I think they were being so careful to make sure all assignments were covered that they ended up running themselves out of time.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Slam.
Protein spill.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Let's go.
Snap.
To throw from his end zone, Herbert. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Here comes Grant on the return.
Here we go. 10, touchdown. Titans on Ringo.
On 1st down, Taylor. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
As I watch that play unfold, stereotypes were being broken left and right. As a corner, you're often back there guarding against the pass. But how about that diagnosis and read and getting into the backfield and making a nice play and a tackle?
So now they operate back from their side of the field here, 2nd and long. 2nd and 15. Being chased, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you're doing a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. A big pickup, 18 yards, but they still stop him well short of the marker. The Bills send the punter out, and that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bills send the punter out as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, Herbert. Dorsett's got it. 16 yards, a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an intercept.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. The extra point up and good. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. This is fielded at the goal line. He's got daylight. And it's a Bills touchdown. And that big 4th quarter return, Charles, makes this a 1-score game.
And now it all comes down to philosophy. All right, they just had a big return for a touchdown, so the momentum is high. Do you want to ride that and go for 2? Or do you just go ahead and kick the extra point and come back and rely on your defense?
This time, the extra point up and good. And that will get them one closer. So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard. And it's Michel once again. And he's going to be taken down right at the line.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
It's second and 8 at the 37-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8.
50 to Mike. Yo.
Get it.
Here's second and 8. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. J.J. Watt, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long.
You're out.
49, check 49.
Five.
Operating from the gun. Herbert. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. But that worked really well last week because he hadn't made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Complete to Corey Grant. 1 yard gain. Brings up
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch out.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. To throw on second down. King. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. Oh, a lot of contact right there. No call, maybe got away with one.
What are you doing questioning the contact on that play? Let them play. And, you know, it's late game situation. And I think that probably played into it. The officials, they want to let the players determine it down the stretch.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop. 1:50 left in the football game. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on fourth down and 9. To throw is King. Throwing on fourth down. And this one complete to Burnett. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
And there's a chance for them to end the game. An incompletion, it's probably over. But how big was that one, though, to keep this game going?
That's the conversion of the game right now, no doubt.
Here we go. Time to end it.
Watch the run.
They'll run on first down. It's Taylor. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Switch.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
The Bills on third down. Just 1 conversion and 8 tries. Not good. This time it's 3rd and 3. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Go to set. Mike 51. Get it on. Hey, let's go.
They will run with Grant.
Let's go. Deep, tighten up.
There to stop him, Jawan Bentley. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward, because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go away.
Yeah, I was going to say, could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And they've got another 1st and 10 as the penalty keeps this drive moving. Now a give right side. It's Grant. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
Here's Taylor.
Check 26, check 26.
And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. And they're going to get the timeout called. What a finish. We're down to 4 seconds to go in this football game. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout called. So now this one's going to rest on the foot of their second-year kicker. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So he's able to come through in a hostile environment, and you'd have to imagine that's the game winner.
Yeah, how about that? And the way that this game's gone, you think they really wanted to get to overtime and take their chances there? They wanted to get this thing done. When you're the visitor, you don't want to play into overtime. You want to knock it down, get it done, and go home.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
Post-game report player stats. Finish game.
So for Buffalo, the win is their 8th on the year.
Entering XP feedback screen, you have 26 options. Entering player upgrades screen, you have 6 options. Yes. Entering attention pop-up 6 players. Entering franchise hub screen, things to do. Team adjust. Members, you have 30. League. Transaction. Schedule. Members, you have 30 options. Cheese crack is selected.